Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We're going to be talking about the JASMY price set, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how important this level here is for the JASMY price set. It's very much pivotal. It's more like a make or break moment here for JASMY. And you of course have heard me talk about prices as high as something like $1.20, 54 cents, 86 cents and stuff like that. And let me just tell you right out of the gates that all those price targets hang on this specific level here for JASMY. So we'll be talking about that and show you exactly the kind of scenarios that we are looking for here. Very much balanced, no bias, no what, 100% being objective. And before we do that, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread this video just by delicately tapping the like button. A lot of people need to hear this message, so just by delicately tapping the like button, we help the YouTube algorithm understanding that this information is very much irrelevant, right? Other than that, if you're new to the channel, I want to ask you to subscribe because I do TA on JASMY and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Without me further running my mouth too much, let's get right into the JASMY prices. So as you can see on the screen, we have got a very nice cup and handle formation for JASMY, and usually this is a bullish pattern because technically speaking, your price target is usually the depth of this cup, and you can see that if we have a breakout right around something like 4.5 cents for JASMY, the next level that we'll be targeting, at least according to this cup and handle formation, is right around 80 cents. I think it's something that is very much plausible. Remember, we had a chart where we were comparing JASMY to what Cardano was doing back then in 2021, and we also had a price target of something like 86 cents. So now to see 80 cents here is not really a surprise for me, and I'm really waiting for something like this to happen. But again, for this to happen, JASMY doesn't have any other choice. It really has to hold this level of 1.5 cents here, because if this really breaks, that is no longer the case here, or at least it's going to be taking much longer to go ahead and carve out another handle. But other than that, we have to hold 1.5 cents here at the very worst case scenario. Now, the other approach that we can take is do an Elliott Wave count. Now, we'll be beginning back then in December 2022 when we bottomed out with JASMY here, and then say this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, wave 4, and of course this has to be wave 5 because that's the completion of the Elliott Wave theory there, right? Of course, a lot of people have got queries on how I do this Elliott Wave count. What I would say is that I would challenge you to point out that I did this one and this one wrong here, because as for me, I clearly see that, okay, at least in wave 2 here, we've got this ABC correction that happens here, A, B, C correction, and that is something that you usually expect. Now for the third wave, as you can see here, I can easily do like a 5-wave count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then for the fourth wave, of course, I can go ahead and easily point out an A, B, C correction in here. So again, this A, B, C correction that I did in wave 4 basically means that this level again at 1.5 cents really has to hold. Other than that, if this breaks, that brings a lot of trouble here for the JASMY price set. But good thing is that we're not yet there. I'm just giving you this video so that you have at least a kind of preparation of what is to come here for the JASMY price set, whether the price will break towards the upside or to the downside. But again, the purpose here of doing the Elliott Wave count is to show you that we are not yet done. Again, let me just reiterate this one more time. We are looking at wave 1 here, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. Then obviously we are looking for the formation of wave 5. And during the 5th wave, obviously it means that the price will be pushing towards the upside. Now, in terms of price targets of how high this thing can go, I wouldn't want to lie to you. There is a way you can do that, but I really just don't trust the way. So I won't actually even bother to talk about like price targets. We also have got another approach here in which we are comparing the current price action of JASMY with what Velo was doing back in the year 2023, right? And what we see here is we have got like a very clear structure and very clear similarities here. I won't go into pointing out what exactly is similar, but let me take you to where we are right now with JASMY, in which you can see that we are trying to hold this bar here of support. That was also the same thing that Velo was doing back then, and it was really holding this line of support back then in January. We have seen already that the structures look very much similar. So what it means for JASMY is the task is very simple. Hold the support level just as Velo was holding the support level, and then you have a huge chance to go ahead and break out of this whole thing and have a fantastic rally just like this one. When it comes to price targets, again, we're going to be using something that is very much standard, and that's the Fibonacci retracement 2. How do we do that here? We are grabbing our Fibonacci retracement from the very top there to the bottom, and we are targeting at least here the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. That is your golden ratio. For the Velo price here, that's exactly where the chart was topping out. So this is a very standard way of measuring price targets, and I'm really much more confident about this one than anything else. So I think that 54 cents is something that is very much in play here, according to this value structure at least. So that's where we are with JASMY, and you again see the importance of holding 1.5 cents. I mean, I cannot explain further, right? Let's go ahead and take a different approach. And this one may sound a little bit bearish, but I want to get this message really out to you very fast. So you can see again, we are talking about that. I mean, 1.5 cents is the last line in the sand here for JASMY, and saying that in a scenario where we come back to test that 1.5 and break below it, what we would have essentially done is create a head and shoulders pattern, and that's a bearish pattern. Obviously, the price target for this one, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't think it's something that is very much possible. But in as much as the target is maybe impossible, there is a very clear understanding here that head and shoulders patterns are very bearish patterns. And again, the next big level that could hold a support after a formation of this bearish pattern will be this bar here that you are seeing. Again, I won't quote the prices because I don't want anybody to be panicking or something like that. I'll only talk about this much more. Again, if I see JASMY breaking below this support level at 1.5 cents, then maybe I can start ringing the alarm bells and saying that, you know what, everybody should now be looking to take profit for JASMY. But other than that, I think we're not there yet right at this point. So really, I think you've understood how 1.5 cents is very important here for JASMY. So whatever is happening right now, maybe we are at 2 cents, we're at 1.8 cents. Really, it doesn't matter, to be honest with you. Again, but should we get here to 1.5, this is a make or break moment. Why do I say that? It's because you can either buy JASMY here at 1.5 cents and really ride the next huge wave to at least something like 54 cents or at least something like 80 cents according to the initial pattern that I was showing you here, or at least following the value price. So just for emphasis sake, one more time, everything is holding right around 1.5 cents. Now let's go ahead and talk about immediate price section on JASMY, and obviously we'll talk about short-term trades and stuff like that. So what we are seeing again with JASMY is that we are below our 50 daily moving average, and this really is something that is key. I think I've said this time and again that if JASMY is below the 50 daily moving average, the blue line that you are seeing here, it means that we are more likely going to be bearish, and that's exactly what the price is doing right at this point. But on the 1 hourly time frame, we have something like a selling climax here, an automatic rally, and we are having a secondary test, maybe a creek or a spring right there. And eventually, I'm expecting the price to come back to the top of the range. Now, that is somewhere around 2.06 or 2.07 cents here. And maybe we're going to have another push towards the downside. So we'll be looking at least here to short JASMY. If we see that there is a little bit of resistance, we'll be taking a look at a different number of indicators to see how the market is strong or weak when we get back to that level. So a short position is likely here just to backtest the bottom of the range in there. Then from there, we can expect the price to push up one more time. So that's where we are sitting with JASMY, like immediate short term if we are looking for short term trades. But other than that, I want to remind you of the event that our partners over there at BingX have provided for the crypto front community, up to $5,450 that can be won, and on top of that 300 ton tokens depending on which tasks and which activities you would have completed right there. There's also this one which has got like trial funds and stuff like that. If you go ahead and participate in those ones, you could actually win vouchers that you can be using to offset your losses in trades and stuff like that. So check it out. The links will be there in the description box. Let me also invite you to cf2kit.com. This is where you can access like a technical analysis toolkit that I prepared for you all summer, so that you will be able to read and understand the charts easily without the help or needing to depend on anybody else. By so 90 to 95% of the people in this market are actually losing money, not even breaking even. That's really a crazy statistic. Check out cf2kit.com. The link again will be somewhere there in the description or probably the pinned comment. So just remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and of course I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.